The end result would be open adoption files.
Open to anyone?
No, just to adopted children over the age of 18. So that once you're an adult, if you want to contact your natural parents, this bill would make that possible.
Okay. Come on.
Oh, no, not the stairs again. I'm too old for this.
Not here?
Thanks.
Well, what about the birth mother's right to privacy?
Yeah, well, that's the flip side. See, without the guarantee of confidentiality, most women won't view adoption as an alternative.
Gets us into a whole other set of problems.
Exactly.
How do I look?
Short.
Good afternoon. The chairman has asked me to preside over the rest of the session today. Let's see, I believe the first person we're hearing from today is Miss Natalie Embriani. Good afternoon, Miss Embriani. Do you have an opening statement?
The Adoptees' Bill of Rights will have an impact on hundreds and thousands of people. But I'm here today to tell you about its impact on one person, me. 8 weeks ago, I was diagnosed as having acute leukemia. I was receiving chemotherapy treatments until recently when my doctor told me that I was in a temporary remission. And my only long-term hope now is a bone marrow transplant from a blood relative. But you see, the problem is I'm adopted, so I don't know who my blood relatives are, and the government has refused me the right to know. So you see, Congressman, for most people, this is an emotional issue. But for myself, it's simply a matter of life or death.
Congressman Bell.
Yes.
I wanted to thank you for supporting our bill.
I haven't made that decision yet.
Oh, well, you will.
What makes you say that?
Because you're intelligent, you're compassionate, humane, politically astute.
You're not going to tell me I should be in the Senate, are you?
Not now.
What's this?
It's a point-by-point rebuttal for tomorrow's committee witness.
She hasn't testified yet.
Well, we keep psychic on retainer. You'll read it? Yeah?
Right after Family Feud.
Ooh, that's a pretty tough act to follow there, Congressman.
Well, so are you. Are you, You know, it must be very difficult to find your mother after all these years.
Oh, well, just imagine being in a Manhattan post office during Christmas time, right? You're online, and there's a clerk on duty, but he's a trainee, and he stutters in Portuguese. Kind of like that.
Yeah.
Still, you know, I'm having a better year than Salman Rushdie.
Mm-hmm. Well, if there's anything I can do, would you let me know?
Yeah, good.
Promise we could go to the park after the hearing.
Yeah, just a minute, okay? You want to take a walk with us? And after they determined that Chelsea wasn't a compatible donor, they started me on chemotherapy.
Hey. So how's he voting?
He hasn't decided yet.
Can he help with Virginia?
Maybe.
What's in Virginia?
The agency that handled my adoption. I called them a couple of weeks ago, but all they gave me was a bunch of bureaucratic mumbo-jumbo. Yeah. When you said, "Can I help," was that just a figure of speech?
Mr. Nesbitt is about to leave for a meeting. Did you have an appointment?
Well, no, we didn't, but if we could just get a few minutes, we'd be appreciative.
And you are?
Congressman Tom Bell.
I think I can squeeze you in.
That's a beautiful picture.
Oh, whenever I get caught up in some petty nonsense, these pictures remind me why I do what I do. So, how can I help you, Miss Mrs. Bell?
Well, we're not...
I'm Natalie Embriani. My attorney contacted you a few weeks ago.
Oh, of course. I remember now. Well, I'm sorry to say we still haven't located your file.
Well, it's been 2 weeks. How long does it take to find a file?
Well, we've moved our storage a number of times, and unfortunately, our filing system isn't what we'd like it to be. Now, you realize that when we do find your file, I can't turn it over to you without a court order.
Mm-hmm. Well, my lawyer has already filed a petition.
Is there anything that we can do to expedite the process?
I'm doing everything I can.
How many people do you have working on this?
Well, this is a small business. We have limited resources. I can't just have everybody drop what they're doing and look for one file.
You didn't answer his question.
You didn't let me finish. I have one full-time employee whose sole responsibility is to answer inquiries from adoptees.
So what you're saying is that this one person, in between little phone calls and other business, manages to squeeze in a few minutes each day to look for my file?
I think you're painting an unfair picture.
Oh, please.
Wait a second. May we help look through your files?
That's against the law. I could lose my license. Birth parents have a right to privacy.
From the world, yes. From her own child, I don't think so.
Look, Miss Imbriani, I sympathize with you, but I don't think a debate on adoption laws is going to help either one of us.
Would a congressional subpoena help take some of the legal heat off of you?
That sounds like a threat, Congressman.
Oh, no. I'm sorry. It wasn't meant to be. I just thought that perhaps I could find a solution that would benefit both of you.
Well, you do what you think is necessary. I have nothing to hide.
No one said that you did.
Yeah, hi. Ed Nesbitt. I thought you'd like to know Natalie Imbriani was just here. With a congressman, Tom Bell.
Keep me informed.
Who is this?
It's not important.
Wait a minute. Look, don't hang up. The name isn't enough. I need a file on it.
I can't.
Listen, I'm a U.S. congressman. I can't just hop out of bed in the middle of the night every time I get a phone call.
It's too risky.
Leave it at Union Station. That way you don't even have to see me. Look, put the file in a locker and give the key to the attendant. Tell him it's for Mr. Tom Bell. Would you do that?
Okay.
Great. Did a woman leave a key to a locker for Mr. Tom Bell?
Yeah. Here you go.
How long ago?
She just went out the door.
Records have come into my possession that indicate that your mother had another child.
I'm sorry, I don't understand what you're saying.
Well, I guess what I'm trying to say, and I'm not doing a very good job of it, is that your mother, in 1959, gave birth to a baby girl and subsequently gave her up for adoption.
Mr. Bell, you're mistaken. That's impossible. Why are you telling these lies about my mother?
They're not lies.
Don't you think I would have remembered?
Well, you were only 4 years old.
I don't care. I want you to leave. Now, I want you to leave my house.
Hollis, I'm the girl in those files. They're not lies. You're my brother. You're my big brother.
The blood wasn't compatible. I'm sorry. There's another thing, Mr. Dane. Based on the blood testing and DNA workup, you can't be Natalie's brother.
What do you mean? The file said that...
The file is wrong. You and Hollis could not have been born to the same mother.
No, I envisioned 100 different ways that doctor's meeting could have gone. That was definitely not one of them.
You know, when I get back to my office, I'm going to ram that subpoena through committee. Next time I talk to Nesbitt, it's going to be under oath. You okay?
Yeah, I'm just real tired.
Can I tell you a story my grandfather once told me?
Look, I just need to feel bad for a little while, okay? And then I'll go back to normal as usual. I promise.
How long?
How long what?
How long do you want to feel bad?
I don't know. 4 hours.
Tell you what. Let's compromise. Let's make it 2 hours of feeling bad and half an hour of general grumbling.
Oh, great. Now I'm smiling.
I'm sorry.
You should be.
Excuse me, sir, you can't...
I'm sorry, Mr. Nesbitt, but
That's okay, Mary.
awaiting your signature. And if you're going to insist on reading every single one of these, you are not going to have time for anything else.
I have a solution.
What's that?
Write fewer letters?
Tom?
Yeah.
There's a federal marshal here to see you.
Oh, great. Link, show him in, would you please?
Okay, you have a meeting today at 2:30 with Stephen Morningstar, the insurance company lobbyist,
Oh, lots of
and then
laughs.
another meeting at 3:30 with the State Department.
Okay, how do you do, sir?
Congressman.
Well, how did it go?
Well, it didn't go too well, sir. I couldn't serve the subpoena.
Why not?
It seems as though Nesbitt's gone on an extended vacation. He cleared out his office, and yesterday's mail was still in his home mailbox. Somehow he must have known the subpoena was coming.
Well, naturally, I told him it was coming. Cancel my afternoon appointments, please. Thank you.
I knew that.
Thomas, I think I figured out...
Natalie again?
Yeah.
Marion, where's your boss? I need to find Nesbitt.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yes, you do.
Please, someone might see us.
Who?
I don't know.
Marion, what are you afraid of?
I can't help you. Now, please leave me alone.
I know you sent me that file. You helped me then. Why won't you help me now?
I didn't send you anything.
Yes, you did.
You don't know what you're talking about.
Marion, all congressmen's phones are tapped. The voice that called and gave me that file was recorded. I had my aide call your office and record your voice. They matched.
A man came the other day and Mr. Nesbitt left with him.
Who?
I don't know. I never saw him before. I took down the license number of the car because I thought Mr. Nesbitt might be in trouble. But then he called and said he was going on an extended vacation.
You have the license number written down?
Was it really true? What you said about your phone?
No, it wasn't.
I didn't think so.
Yes, sir. I know he was supposed to be there. However, he was called away on urgent business. Yeah, no, I assure you, he will be there in time for the vote.
Hey, Link.
Yes.
Oh, he's here. Tom? Congressman Aguado's office sent over the third draft of the strip mining legislation. It's on your desk.
The Sacramento Bee wants your reaction to the EPA pesticide ban. I drafted a press release.
Looks fun. Oh, I want you to call the Virginia DMV and find out who that license plate number belongs to, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Well, what about the strip mining bill?
I'll get to it today. Tomorrow, okay?
All right.
Hi, Susan.
Near the top. No, he's feeling much better today. Good. Good talking to you, Ben.
So, the prodigal son returns, huh? That was Ben Canner on the phone. I told him you were having your wisdom teeth pulled today. Tommy, I wish you'd finish this business with this Imbriani woman.
Dad,
I am
really
beginning to
don't need
run out of clever excuses.
Dad, I really don't need this.
Tommy, you're the congressman now. But as the guy who used to sit in that chair, I have got to tell you that your work is suffering.
And as your father.
I'm terribly concerned that you are getting personally involved with this.
She needs my help.
But so do a lot of other people.
I'm doing my job, Dad.
You really believe that? Look, son, you're a big boy now. And I know that you're going to do what you think is right. I mean, you always have done that. But please, do it as a congressman. You do not know where this road is going to end. Try and keep that appointment with Ben Canner, will you, please? For your old man.
Tom, I got that information you wanted. It's a fleet car registered to Thornwood Holdings International out of Richmond.
Wait a minute. That name sounds very familiar.
Oh, it should. They're into everything. Electronics, food distribution, medical research, defense contracts.
Wait a minute. Medical research?
Yeah, genetics, I think.
All right. Get me everything you can on the research aspect, especially if it has to do with leukemia.
You got it.
Okay. Yeah.
Natalie's on line 2. Hey, Congressman, you got some time for me?
So what about your marriage?
Ah, you know me. I don't do anything halfway, and that includes my mistakes.
Oh, that bad, huh?
Yeah, well, we sang our vows to each other. That should tell you something.
It does. You hum off key.
Uh-huh. The guy's name was Sid. And Sid and I, we were living in college, you know, subsisting on chicken pot pies when I got pregnant. So what does Sid do? He goes up to Alaska, works on the pipeline, and makes some money, and never came back. What?
I wish we could have met under different circumstances.
I don't know.
I shouldn't have pushed you so hard.
No, come on, that's crazy, you know it. It wouldn't have mattered what the circumstances were. This is the way I wanted to spend tonight, with you on a dance floor, surrounded by really old people.
Now you get to spend it in the hospital with that really awful food.
Wow, well, that was my second choice.
By the time that we finally got her down here, she was almost hemorrhaging. But the doctor said that she should be all right, at least for the time being. Thanks for your concern. Thanks for the clothes. Thanks for being an all-around nice guy.
Hey, no problem. It was on my way. Oh, by the way, I got the information on Thornwood Industries.
Oh, good.
Two things. One, the fleet car that you asked about
Mm-hmm.
was reported stolen 2 days earlier. And two, they don't do anything remotely connected with leukemia. You want me to look into anything else for you?
No. It's almost 7:45. I'm gonna go see how Natalie's doing, change my clothes, and then hustle down to the hearing room. I should be there about 10. Thanks. You got a shower in there?
Can you give me a few minutes? Hang in there, okay?
Hey, Dr. Eisenberg. Listen, I was wondering if you could tell me how she's doing. You know, how she's really doing.
How long have you known Natalie?
Not nearly long enough.
You're investing your emotion in a very fragile container.
Yeah, well, it's my choice.
Look, Congressman, there's no nice way to say this. Natalie's a very sick woman. No matter what she tells you, she's not Supergirl. Right now, time is the critical factor. If her disease progresses much further, even a bone marrow transplant will be meaningless.
Hey, don't tell me you've been here all night. And you brought me your laundry. What a guy.
I'm doing committee at 10.
So change here.
Here.
Don't tell me you're embarrassed.
I just don't want you fainting again.
Ugh, you're not. Help is only 20 feet away. Ooh. Ooh. What a bod. Not bad for a congressman. So that's how you got into office, huh?
Hey, you can editorialize. Forget it.
Pretty smooth. Come here.
Yeah.
I'll do that. Get over here. Is the Windsor okay?
It's fine.
A little out of practice.
Feels good to me.
You're perfect. Get out of here so I can watch myself in peace.
Okay. I gotta shave anyway.
Hey, Tom. I'd kill for a chocolate chip cookie.
For you, anything.
Who is the mother, after all? The woman that bears the child or the woman who nurtures that child? I think the answer is clear. The present law also protects the birth mother. She's entitled to her right to privacy. She has a new life and may not want people tracking her down years from now when she has a family of her own.
So when do you think we can go home?
I hope soon. In the meantime, don't you give Aunt Kathy a hard time. Got it?
Who, me?
Who, you? Yes, you. Okay?
Okay.
I'll see you later.
Bye.
Under pressure.
Listen, I had a thought that might help you. Did it ever occur to you to question this guy Dane about his mother?
Why? Doctor said it was genetically impossible for her to be Natalie's mother.
I know. But her name did not appear in that file by magic. Somebody had to put it there, and they must have had a reason.
You know, if I take off now, I'm going to blow the rest of the day's schedule.
No sweat. I've got a whole new set of excuses.
Thanks, Dad.
Okay.
Before my mother became a nurse, she used to work as a housekeeper. She was a terrific lady. She finished her nursing a year early. Went to University of Virginia.
What was that?
I'd be 4 years old, so 1959. I remember because I had to change kindergartens. How's Natalie?
She could be better.
I'm sorry to hear that.
You know, it must have been tough going to school full-time and not having a regular source of income.
Actually, we lived better when she was in school than not.
Doesn't that seem odd to you?
Yeah, now that you mention it.
Do you remember the name of the last family that you worked for?
No.
You think you could find the house, possibly?
Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty distinct.
Excuse me. Could you tell me who lives here?
Who wants to know?
I'm the route manager for the Richmond Star. We've had some complaints about delivery service to the Kramer residence.
Oh, this is the Thornwood residence.
Walter Thornwood of Thornwood Holdings. It's Tom. Still in Richmond. Listen, I want you to make a call for me. Switzerland.
Congressman, it's nice to meet you.
And you, sir.
I must say I'm a bit perplexed by your note.
Well, I was having difficulty getting an appointment. And, well, I've learned it's easier to get things done with a kind word and a big stick than it is just a kind word.
So, what can I do for you?
I want to talk to you about your granddaughter.
I don't have a granddaughter, Mr. Bell. I already know my daughter went to school in Switzerland. If there's a point you'd like to make it.
Yeah, well, the point is that your daughter didn't go to school in Switzerland because I called. They have no records of her whatsoever.
That was 30 years ago. You don't expect, after all this time, that there was...
Why are you denying this? She was 16. She made a mistake. What's the point? Now, if I'm wrong, then you tell me. You show me. Prove it to me.
That's not my job, Congressman. It's my lawyer's.
I know your daughter didn't go to school in Switzerland. And I know you paid your housekeeper to take that child to the adoption agency so your name wouldn't be connected to it. But what I don't know is why you're denying your granddaughter the right to live.
As I've told you, Mr. Bell, I don't have a granddaughter.
Read it.
I don't have to read it. And I don't take kindly to threats, even from a U.S. congressman. I won't have someone trying to extract a portion of this company that she thinks she may be entitled to by a mere accident of birth.
Is that what you think this is about? Money?
You nurture the family tree the same way you nurture anything of value. Now, people don't wander in. They're allowed in. That's how we've maintained our strength over the past 300 years.
I want the address of your daughter. I'm going to get it sooner or later. But I don't think you want to read about it in the paper.
my father hated about him. He looked like Elvis Presley.
You're kidding.
Well, back then, all the boys wanted to look like Elvis. But only Teddy had the lips.
Ooh, Teddy?
Teddy Parker. 145 pounds of fun. There is a lot of him in you. Teddy was in Richmond for the summer visiting his grandmother. We thought we were seeing each other for the last time. That's why things happened as fast as they did. 2 months later, the doctor told me I was pregnant. I thought I'd never see you again. I tried to find you. Every time I did, my father was always one step ahead of me, buying somebody off.
It doesn't matter anymore, because now we're together. And I think that if you can spare some bone marrow...
I let you go once. I won't let it happen again.
Before our final vote, do any members wish to add to the record?
Mr. Chairman, may I? Adopted children are denied a fundamental right that most of us take for granted, and that's the right to know our natural parents. I mean, if I were blind, you could close your eyes and imagine my condition. Or if I were deaf, you could put your hands over your ears and understand what it would be like to never hear the sound of your own child's voice. But unless you are adopted, there's no way that you could understand what it would be like to walk down the street and stare a stranger in the face and wonder if that was your mother or that was your father. I mean, there is a bond in the soul between a natural mother and a child, and that can't be broken by a bill of adoption or any piece of legislation. This bill would give adults the right to make a decision about their relationship with their natural parents. And I think it's up to them to make that choice, not to us to deny them the opportunity. Thank you.
She's not responding like we'd hoped. Right now, she's on support blood, non-stop. Her temperature's up. She's running an infection. Her body is ill-equipped to fight. She may not make it through the night.
Chocolate chip cookie.
How you feel?
I've been better. You?
Jeffy, you come get something to eat with me?
I'm not hungry.
Oh, honey, go keep Grandma company, okay? Okay? Oh.
I love you.
I love you too, sweetie. It's really not that bad. Since the day I found out I had leukemia, I've died 1,000 times.
Next time it's not going to be so bad.
It's supposed to happen like this.
You did everything that you could.
Can I,
You can look at my mom from time to time. She really likes you. Chelsea, too. She thinks you're cute. Like mother, like daughter. Would you hug me?
You bet. Chelsea, sweetheart, wake up. Why don't you go see your mom?
House Resolution 8916, Adoptees' Bill of Rights. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Nay. The ayes have it.
Next Tuesday night, the man who's lived a lie all his life will hold the key to someone else's freedom. Will he change his ways or not? Find out with Chances 8:30 Tuesday. And tonight, share a true tale of an accident that shocked the world. Fire and Rain, a stunning movie premiere with Angie Dickinson, Tom Bosley, and David Hasselhoff. That's at 8:30 tonight. But right now, it's time for a news update next on 9.